dark silhouette of a castle dominates the moon-bright night as a tiny craft creeps with the in-drifting tide toward a forbidding island shore. The secret ways of his coming are standard procedure for this cold-blooded assassin. His profession is murder. He is called the Torch. But there is another who stalks in the shadows of night. He is called the Phantom. Meanwhile, a ghostly black dirigible drifts silently above the island.
Confirmed intruder on the infrared scanner.
He's right on time. Germ-spreading swine. This should make for rare sport. Activate the submen. I want him alive.
Code 11 awake.
In a dark dungeon beneath the castle, seemingly lifeless forms stir. Stretching petrified muscles, the blank-eyed creatures stagger to their feet, then rush eagerly to carry out the coded commands of their master. The Phantom hears the uproar of their approach and manages to remain out of sight, but the Torch is surrounded by a totally unexpected reception committee.
Stay back or I'll fry your ugly hides.
Almost too easy anymore. That flamethrower would be a real threat in most situations. Pilot, prepare to moor the dirigible.
After witnessing the capture of the Torch, the Phantom moves cat-like through the jungle to the base of the towering castle walls. Trailing this villain across Africa to determine his employer has been fruitless. Now a new mystery presents itself.
The defenses must be extremely sophisticated, or else he was expected. I'll have to be cautious. But I've got to get to the bottom of this. Looks quite enough. Sentry dogs. They will arouse the whole castle. The dogs, not attacking. They are hurting me. Right into a trap door.
It's a 20-foot drop, followed by silence. Having just made his way unsteadily from the airship into his castle, the gaunt octogenarian snaps orders to underlings at the first alarms of his dogs, then maps peacefully for several hours before shuffling out through vast hallways into the courtyard to reward them.
Well done, my beauties. Should have suspected the Torch might have an accomplice. He's curiously garbed, you say, Prime?
Masked as well, Master Raven. Quite ferocious looking. We've drugged him, awaiting your instructions.
He'll make a fine addition to the ranks of my submen. Take him to the lab and instruct Hans and Fritz to fit him with control band.
And the Torch, sir? He is being detained in the Great Hall.
It's time for my herb tea. Have him brought to the dining room to join me.
Is that who I think it is?
Look alert, you two. A new recruit for the Master's army. Raven wants a control band on this brood right away.
That's not just anybody, Prime. Don't you know who he is?
The Phantom has been feigning unconsciousness for some time. As he is carried past the operating table, his hand lightly brushes an instrument tray.
I don't like this, Hans.
I don't believe any of the legends about him, but I don't want to do an implant on him either.
Let's play a hand to see who gets the honor.
You're elected, Fritz.
He'll hold for a minute. I need a drink.
Herbal tea, my own recipe. It's added years to my life. May I offer you a cup?
I'd rather have a good cigar.
You were hired to kill me. By Dr. Never.
But, how did you know?
Why should I tell you that? Instead, you will tell me how many more phantoms you have up your sleeve.
Phantom? There's only one Phantom. He's a dangerous man.
I've nullified that danger. He too is my prisoner.
Naturally, you intend to kill me.
Naturally.
On second thought, I will have a cup of tea.
In awe of their captive, the two discredited doctors stall for time. Precious time in which the Phantom tries to sever his bonds with an awkwardly held scalpel.
Okay. I will do it now if you won't shut up about it.
Are you going to cooperate, or would you prefer to join your colleague on the floor?
No, no, I will do anything you say.
You are going to take me to Raven.
I don't know where he is, but I can reach him on the intercom.
Do it. Tell him you must see him, that you'll come to him.
All call for Master Raven. This is Hans. I must talk to you at once. All call.
You idiot. I am in the armory and quite busy. I'll be in my den in an hour. See me then.
We will see him now in the armory.
It's called a ballista torch, an ancient weapon, but remarkably effective. Made this replica myself. Just one of my hobbies. The trigger mechanism is unfinished, but I'm so eager to test it, I simply can't wait. It's anchored by that steel cable. The blow torch is a fitting touch, don't you think?
This opens to a balcony above the armory.
Get lost, Hans. If you get in my way, I'll hurt you.
Got it?
That shaft will impale him in seconds. It's cold-blooded murder. I've got to stop it if I can.
Hey, oof.
Grab a weapon. Fight for your life.
Summon the submen. Death to the Phantom. Death to the Torch. Death to the Phantom. Death to the Torch.
Too many that way. Through this door. If I can wedge this halberd between the door and wall.
I wondered what that thing was good for. We're already below ground level. Where?
I've got a hunch. Only 2 guards.
I hear them coming. Hurry. Can you drive this thing?
Doesn't look too complicated.
The gates slide open, and the rocket-powered craft thunders out toward the open sea.
Master Raven, they've escaped in the Hydrobolt.
They haven't escaped yet. They are still within range of a tracker missile.
You risked your life to save me. Why?
I'm saving you for the law. You'll be returned to Bengali to face trial. For arson and murder.
No way, Phantom. You'll never take me back.
Missile. Jump. Mainland's only about 2 miles. An easy swim. The Torch got what he deserved. But his crimes were trivial compared to Raven's. These islands are privately owned, accountable to no government. But I know where you are now, Raven, and I don't have to play by the rules either. Your day will come.
I'll be back. I've got a score to settle with both of those guys.